Welcome back. Time now for the Financial Week. After a dip in investment, Sygnus Credit Investment has closed the December quarter with a loss. Halshen Burke tells us more about the company's performance.
Sygnus Credit Investments posted a net loss attributed to shareholders for the quarter ended December 31. Total investment income was down 23.2% to $2.8 million versus $3.65 million for the similar period last year.
The reason for the drop-off were twofold. I spoke about the net interest income temporary dislocation. So net interest income, right, for the quarter was down $295,000 versus $1.52 million last year. However, that was really driven by two temporary factors, which I highlighted on the previous slide, which was $700,000 in deferred interest recognition related to the investment I spoke about that we're exiting in another 3 to 6 months, and then between $150,000 to $200,000 due to timing differences from investing the $19.5 million of exit.
Net investment income was also down by 50% to $1.29 million.
And so would have been net profit as well. A loss of $527,800 versus a profit of $203,800 last year. And if you recall last year, I think during this earnings call, what I would have said then was the profit last year had jumped up substantially. And one of the reasons why that would have happened was because there was a huge fair value markup because of, I think, U.S. elections and the outcome of who the winner was.
However, the performance at the subsidiary level was strong. Acrescent's total investment income grew by nearly 40% over the period.
They would have generated total investment income for the Q2 of $3.31 million US, up 62.5%. So that translated into a 22.6% growth in net profit for the quarter to $1.82 million for Accrescent, and that's a new record as well. So the total investment income is a new record, and the net profit for the quarter is a new record. And in terms of SCI's investment in Accrescent, how we look at the return since the reorganization that would have taken place on July 1, 2023, that's giving SCI a positive 21.5% return on invested capital.
Looking ahead, the company says it is committed to delivering on its existing strategies while pursuing new opportunities consistent with the group's risks and return objectives. Halshen Burke, TVJ News.
To some news on the stock market now. The JSE index declined by 152 points, while the junior market index advanced by 18 points. The winners included First Rock Real Estate Investments, Palace Amusement, General Accident Insurance Company, 138 Student Living Jamaica, and Sygnus Credit Investments Limited US dollar shares. The losers were led by Pulse Investment, JFP Limited, Margaritaville Turks US dollar shares, Iron Rock Insurance Company, and Guardian Holdings. 23 stocks traded firm. Foreign exchange trading ended with banks and cambios selling the US dollar for an average $156.74. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $116.65. The pound is going for $210.98, while the euro is selling for an average $186.25. And that's the Financial Week. News from overseas on our Bite of the Week after the break.